Hello. Uh, Gonna be doing a few things while I film this today. It's Friday, end of the week, and it's been an interesting week to say the least. I do this for anyone who may not be aware, if you're watching for the first time, or if you just happen to be watching, which would be unique for most. I make these at the end of the week to kind of just go over my week and sort of put the week behind me, so I can, just kick into the weekend, because I have a slogan that the weekends are for relaxing. Now, last weekend I only had one fucking day because of a fucked up work schedule, and I wasn't able to work. That's nothing. I sort of just do this to kind of put the week behind me, go over this week's events. And like I said, there was a lot of interesting shit that happened. For starters, I was still working that shit job that I talked about last week. I'm not anymore. Yesterday was my last day. I just sort of quit on the spot. Not really on the spot. I worked the rest of the shift out, but I kind of let them know that that was going to be my last day. I was going to say that this was going to be my last day, but I couldn't fucking sit through that anymore. It was mind-numbing. Sitting through 8 hours of that, just not wanting to be there, not doing anything of any fucking value. I was talking to people there who were just like, I talked to I was envious of the guy pushing carts. That's a job I used to do back in the day that I fucking hated, and I was envious of the guy doing it at Walmart. And I told him that. I said, I envy you because at least you're doing something. And it was a nice night last night. It was a good night to be outside doing fucking physical work like that. That would have been nice. Although at my age, it might not be so great anymore, but fuck it. I'm done with that because I don't need it anymore. That's where some good news comes in, because I got a call from this place that's a work at home job. It's a shipping company where they're going to have packages shipped to me. I'm going to confirm that they are what they say they are, confirm their shipping orders and everything, and then send them off to their final destination. Now, the only downside to that job is that I get paid monthly instead of weekly, but the monthly pay is over $3,000. And that's more than anything that I've been making from any other fucking job that I've had so far. I don't know if that's 3,000 before or it's 3,100 in total. I don't know if that's before or after taxes, but even after taxes, it's going to be over $2,000 a month. And I've done the math in my head, and that's enough for me to fucking live on. So, if I'm going to find any other job, it's going to be part-time at best. It gives me wiggle room to not have to just cave into anything, even shit I fucking despise. So that's what this gives me. It gives me breathing room. People say that money doesn't solve all your problems. Well, that's true. That's true. You have other problems other than money problems. But let me tell you something that money does solve. It solves all your money problems. And those are big fucking problems. If you can take care of your money problems, that's a lot of major problems that you have just taken care of. But the important thing that I have to remember about that is I have other problems that I have to deal with. And instead of just being complacent that my money problems were taken care of, and just assuming that would be the constant forever, I have to focus on my other problems. And one of them I've been talking about is like psychological issues. I am fucked up. I feel like a big empty vessel that has almost nothing left in it. I don't enjoy anything. I don't have any desire, any passion for anything. And the only emotions that I regularly feel are sadness and anger. And that's not good. That can't be the way a person's supposed to be. Now, someone reminded me last night that, I shouldn't just hope or rely on the fact that seeking out a psychiatrist will just fix all my problems there. And that's true. That's true. Some psychiatrists suck. Also, it's just fair to put that much pressure on one person. But I need help. I need something. Because so far, I've seen nothing that's helped me. I've come across nothing that has helped me. I need something a bit more personal, I guess. Somebody who knows what they're doing, who maybe can. I need to take the chance with this. So that's a thing to focus on moving forward. That's job shit, psychology shit. Like I said, maybe I'll still look for another part-time job. I gotta feel out this new job. I've technically started it, but I haven't actually done anything yet. Like the packages are being shipped to me, but they're not supposed to get here till Monday. So I have the whole weekend. I have the weekend to just, like I said, to relax, and I'm going to. I took care of all my fucking errands today. I did my grocery shopping. I just put away my fucking laundry. That's all done. So that's all taken care of. So I have nothing to worry about tomorrow. And we'll see how much sleep I get. Probably not a lot because I'm still not sleeping well. My stomach's still kind of fucked up. The stomach's not as bad as it used to be. My appetite's a little better than it was, so that's a positive. But I'm still not sleeping well. I sleep for I could be fucking exhausted. I'll sleep for 5 hours at total. And it's not even a complete 5 hours. It's 5 hours broken up, two and a half hours or 3 hours, and then another hour, and then another hour. It's fucking sucks. So that's another thing I gotta figure out. Here's a fun thing that did happen this week. This is an interesting little tidbit. Way back when I was looking for jobs, I came across this one that was a personal assistant job for some woman who worked for a charity called the World Vision Organization or World Vision International, and I looked it up. That's a real charity. It's some charity that helps kids get glasses or something like that in countries where they're not, that established with their fucking healthcare setup. So sounds like a good cause. But it was a desperate situation, so I wasn't really thinking it through because I just sort of got hired online with little to no anything, no really filling anything out or anything like that. And then it became this long thing about how she was going to send me a check, and the check was going to include partly my payment, and then I was going to have to use the rest of the money to send it to a local orphanage or something, or buy things for a local. It wasn't quite clear, but for some reason, already that should be raising red flags. And if I had been thinking more clearly at the time, I would have realized that. But then it took weeks for the check to get here. The messages she started sending me started becoming less and less coherent, and by that I mean the English became far more broken. And then when I finally got the check, because I got the check. I got the check right here. And, that's my name. Yeah. In case you didn't see, it's for over, I got the check right here. And it's for, $3,550. I think I was supposed to take out $675 or $670 or something like that out of it, which would mean that it would end up coming to somewhere a little over, almost $3,000. I started pushing on this, this doesn't make any sense. And now, I had also already gotten a little suspicious, so I actually looked it up on a website where you can check to see if you're being scammed, and you just enter in a little bit of information about what's going on. And I entered in the information about what was happening, and they basically said, this is how the scam breaks down. They send you the money, you deposit the check into your banking account, which is what she was asking me to do. She was asking me to deposit the check right away, and then it would go into effect 24 hours later. So they ask you to deposit the check, then they ask you to send money from your account to someone else, minus whatever they're letting you take out for your pay. And then you find out that the check bounces, so you get nothing from the check, but you still lose money because you already sent money out. And I can't afford to lose over nearly $3,000 on nothing. So, yeah. Nice try, bitch. Um, and speaking of expensive, this has been an expensive month. I spent a lot of money on a lot of shit. Um, some of it has been helpful. Some of it not quite as helpful. But this has been an expensive month. But it's stuff I needed to do. So it's going to be pricey when I finally have to pay my credit card bill. It's going to be a pricey bill. But next month shouldn't be as expensive. I won't have nearly as many expenses, and hope if this whole thing or this new job thing works out, I should be getting a pretty nice check at the end of the month. So I checked this company too. I already checked it out. It's legit. I had almost for I had done it. I think I saw it. I think I saw it in like Flex Jobs or LinkedIn, one of those where I was looking for work at home jobs, and yeah, and they just called me like they called me so long after I filled it out, I'd almost forgotten I'd done that. I had to look it up again. I looked it up on their website, and my information was already in there. So I'm like, oh, so I must already did this and just completely forgotten about it. I filled out so much shit. And then, after getting in this secure position, now all of a sudden people are calling me. I've had like 3 different places call me in the past fucking 3 or 4 different places call me in the past week alone. It's like now I'm in a better position. Now I feel like I can negotiate better without feeling desperate. And now I'm just like, well, I'm looking for part-time work now. And they're like, well, now we're full-time. I'm like, well, thank you for the call, but I'm going to have to decline. I'm like, okay, still being polite. I don't want to be a fucking dick to people. They're offering me jobs. That's pretty fucking nice. So no reason to be an asshole. But, it's just funny that that's coming now, not in the fucking weeks. I mean, I have been out of work for over a month now. By the way, that my old job still hasn't called me back to do the fucking meeting to see if I can get my job back. I still want to do it because fuck them. I got things I want to say, but I hope I don't need them anymore. Or maybe I could go back. I don't know. My job before was at night. Maybe I can work it out. Like I said, see how this thing works this week. If it's only a couple hours a day, which they make it sound like it's only a couple hours a day, I could wake up in the morning, knock out whatever I need to do, get it done, and then go to work in the evening, Monday through Friday, making money. That's what it's all about. Like I said, I want to buy a car. That would help with that. So it's definitely something worth trying. And if not, I still have my grievances with that old fucking job because fuck that. But yeah. So yeah, that's just something to focus on. So I'm feeling. I mean, I went to bed last night, woke up this morning, still feeling a little nervous, and it just, I was very tense all of last night, because it's just like, I'm always tense about starting new things, but, I'm feeling a little better today, because I've been doing shit, I've been focusing on other shit, focusing on the fact that it's just the weekend coming up, and I'm just going to focus on that. I have things that should be coming tomorrow that will help with the new job, like I need a printer for the new job, and I ordered a printer off of Amazon. That should be coming tomorrow. So hopefully that does show up. I think I got an order confirmation that it is coming tomorrow. I've also got an order confirmation that things for this are coming tomorrow. Like I ordered a nice little webcam and a microphone so that this can sound and perhaps look better. So next week, maybe it'll be a whole different kind of video. It won't look so grainy and shit. But yeah. Plus, I want to try my hand at Twitch streaming, see if I can get that to work. I'm not quite sure how that works, so I'm going to look into that, but that's tomorrow. And still doing movie reviews. Thinking about maybe doing another one. And I have one plan for next week. Like there's that movie Godzilla versus King Kong is coming out, and I have an interesting idea for how I want to approach that one. And I'm still working out in my head, but I have an idea. But before that, I think there's another movie I might want to do a review of. A movie that I watched months ago, but I still remember it fairly well. And I remember that it wasn't very good. So we'll see. We'll see if I do that. Plus, there's another thing I want to try, maybe later tonight. I don't know. I don't know. I'm still working some things out in my head. But we'll see. We'll see. Um, we'll see. Um, but yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Um. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, I got to quit that fucking job. Fucking that was just a depressing job. I mean, it was literally killing me last night. I couldn't get out of there fast enough. Um, I was going to finish out the week, but I just couldn't. I just couldn't. Sorry I had to fuck them over like that, but it's a fucking shit job. They got to be used to it. They must have a ton of turnover. The guy I was supposed to be working with just didn't show up last night. So it's like I can't do shit like this anymore. I can't. I don't have it in me. But yeah, that's it. That's the gist of it. That is now. It's just time to put that whole week behind me and focus on what I like to focus on for the weekends. The weekends are for relaxing. Whenever your weekend is, remember, the weekends are for relaxing. However you relax, however that works for you, do that. You put in fucking hours of your day at fucking work. Hours. And for the most part, you get nothing. You get very little in return for it. Sometimes not even enough to feel secure in your fucking ability to live. And you have to give so much of your fucking time for it. And that's the true waste, not your effort. You can give effort into anything, anytime you want. Hell, you can put a lot of effort into lifting something up over your head for a minute. That's a lot of effort, but not a lot of time. The real cost is time. You're spending 8, 10, 12 hours at fucking work each day. That's a major portion of your fucking day. It's so much time. That's time you give them. And they give you, some places will give you just the bare minimum in return. So, when you get those days off, and it better be 2 fucking days in a row. So, like I said, at least one day is an actual full day where you don't have to worry about shit. You use that time to fucking relax. That's your time, and you fucking relax. Don't let anyone make you feel bad about that. Ever. Those fucking assholes who want to talk about grinding all the time or you gotta be working fucking constantly. Fuck them. Let them do what they want to fucking do. That's their fucking business. People want to put in all their fucking work. Listen, if you're trying to build something for yourself, fine. You put in all the work you gotta fucking have to. But don't expect me to be impressed with you because you're just working some job and you're working fucking 80 hours a week at it. It's like, is this your business that you're trying to build up? Is it a business that you are conceivably going to be running someday? Then I don't understand why you would be putting that much of your fucking personal time into it. Unless it's one of those two things. This is a company that you already own or you are someday going to be running. What is the fucking point of putting that much time in? You only have one fucking life. It shouldn't be spent working. All of it. Not all of it. I just gotta relax. We all just gotta relax. And that's what the weekends are for. The weekends are for relaxing. Whenever your weekends, you relax. Alright, I'm getting a little dildo here. Sorry about that. I'm gonna fucking eat. So I'm done with this. I hope you all enjoyed your week. I've had better ones, but I've also had worse ones. So it's whatever. Till next time, folks. Have a good one.